Hey everyone, it's Spursbraille96 here. Welcome to another Train Sim World livestream. Hope you're doing well out there and have had a good start to a new week that is upon us. For today's stream, as you can see, it's something rather different. I thought I'd change it up a bit and do a special Train Sim World stream. What that is, well, what is it, you may be asking? Basically, it's a TFL kind of focused stream where we're going to be basically doing some journeys on the free TFL or London Overground, London Underground routes that you can do in Train Sim World. So we're going to kick things off with a run on the Overground, going from Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside. Then we'll hop on the London Underground Bakerloo line and do a full run of that. Harrow and Wealdstone to Elephant and Castle. And then finally, to wrap things up, we will once again go back on the Overground and do a service from London Euston to Watford Junction. So let's get straight into it and get on the Overground. That's just the introduction. I think we'll do this one. This Overground service from Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside. Hey Andrew, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, welcome. What's the route? The route is we're going to be starting on as the London Overground Goblin line, or the Suffragette line, as it's now officially called. Then we'll do the Bakerloo line, and then we will do the Watford DC line, or what's it called now under the new naming system? The Lioness line. Okay. Right, let's just do some little changes here. Motion blur on. There we go. Has it been set to daytime? Yes, it has. Excellent. Vigilance set to isolate, and TPWS.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Miserable autumnal day in northeast London, which yeah, isn't a surprise that this service had to be in the rain, because yeah. Today in real life, the weather has been nothing short of miserable. It just, ever since the afternoon, it's just rained, and rained. Yeah. It just came in bucket loads today. This is the traction we'll be using today, the Class 710 electric multiple unit. So let's see it depart and go to the first station stop in just under over 30 seconds time, and that first station is indeed Upper Holloway. Just noticed there's a defibrillator there. That's the same collectible on the West Coast main line. But yeah, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I was going to originally take a look at the what route was it? The San Bernardino line. But I thought, well, I'll change things up a little bit. Let's do something different. And since Dovetail is releasing routes that have, stations that have been featured on other routes, hopefully I can do like kind of like a connected stream where we have, two different routes that have, a similar set of stations, or a station that is being portrayed in another route, and make a stream out of it and have some fun instead of just constantly being on one route. Switch it up and get on a few routes. Alright, so the first station stop is Upper Holloway, and it's just over a mile away. I'll tell you something, the other day I was watching a video of someone undertaking a journey on this particular type of train in one of what was it? I think it was I forgot who makes the train. Damn it! Who makes the 345 units? It's not TfL, is it? It's not Siemens, is it? Or Alstom? I can't remember, but I remember watching a video of their simulator and having an exact replica of a real world 345 cab, with the screens and the beeps and the lights and the sounds and the announcements, and it was just extraordinary how the level of detail in a simulator. It would be awesome if I could have a simulator like that at home. I'll be trained up as a driver in no time. But no, very impressive with their simulators. No doubt worth every penny. There can be no question about that. Right, we're just coming up to the first station stop, which is Upper Holloway. Keep forgetting these are very good brakes. It is a bit foggy. It's typical British weather, Andrew. Whoa, a little bit far there. Oopsie daisy. Stop right in front of the signal. Right, let's go. See the train depart, shall we? Okay, the next station is Crouch Hill. Didn't know there was a break zero there. Look at that, break zero. Never knew that. The brake notch had a break zero. Is that actually displayed on the handle there? Not sure. Interesting. I'm going a bit too fast. Slow and steady into the platform. Oh, right on the money with that stop. Excellent. Yeah, just... yeah, stop right on the spot there. Perfect. That was a good stop. Alright, let's lock the doors. The next station stop is Haringey Green Lanes, just under a mile away. Would be cool if we could have a few more underground lines in Train Sim World, like the if we could have the North London line, the West London line. I'll be quite pleased with that, especially since those lines have been portrayed in a Train Simulator, albeit nearly when did Dovetail do that? I think it was like nearly 10 years ago. God. But it was quite well received. I think the units they used, what was it, 172s for the Gospel up to Barking line before it was electrified. So they used what did I have to use? Yeah, I think it was 172s or 170 units, diesel units. Hey, Banana Craft, nice to see you. Hope you're well. No, I mean, I'm the same, Banana Craft. I've never used, never been on the overground before. The last time I was in London, it was quite a while back. It was in was it June or April? Can't remember. I think it was April. Yeah. And it was to see a show with my cousin. It was a West End musical, Wicked, and I used the Bakerloo line that day. I could use, you know, the Elizabeth line, but it's too slow. That's the problem with it. So just use the GWR trains instead, the intercity trains, much quicker. Especially going from, you know, Reading to Paddington. Whereas the Elizabeth line, of course, stops at nearly all the stations in between, if not all of them. Especially in the morning. During rush hour, yeah. The next station is South Tottenham, just over a mile away. But yeah, for that station we just stopped at, Haringey Green Lanes. In real life, you'd be able to have connections to the train station, the National Rail station of Haringey, and but there's also a connection to the London Underground, the Piccadilly line at Manor House, which isn't too far away. It's not a stone's throw away, but it's a short walk away. Hydrogenated horn, please. Yeah, sure. I mean, in real life, obviously, you'd hardly use the horn. I think you don't even use the horn at all on the Goblin line. Might be mistaken. But this is quite interesting. I remember when I played it first time, I was impressed with the model of the 710 and the stations in particular. Surrounding scenery was a mixed bag, but that is to be expected. It's a product from Dovetail, after all. All the routes we're going to be on today are from Dovetail. Going a bit too fast there. And here we are, pulling up to South Tottenham. Ooh. Perfect. Perfection. Banana Craft normally get the Central Victoria Line, Jubilee Line district. Basically, most of them. Just got to wait just a few seconds, or more than a few seconds, until we're ready to depart. Hey, Commander, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well. Bannercraft. Oh God. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully she makes a speedy recovery. Blimey, it seems every time you come on this stream, there's always a drama going on. Of course, it's you know, I'm sure it's not intentional. I mean, blimey, that's the last thing you want is you know, that's the last thing you need. Yeah, hopefully, things pick up and yeah, you have a quiet period. You know, of just no dramas or anything like that, medically or, you know, etc. Right, the next station stop is Black Horse Road, just under 1.5 miles away. Ooh. Brakes almost applied themselves, like literally a millisecond. Now I've got full control of the train. It was couldn't have been a neutral section. If that was the case, that would have been the smallest neutral section I would have ever encountered. Just saw the red marker at the top of the screen there, literally just come on for under a second. So I'm not sure what was that. Probably a glitch in the system. It's like the Matrix. Right, speed limit of 20 coming up. Struggling to get under that speed. There we go. It's 3 notches, isn't it, for the brakes? Yeah. Now we're going too slow. Bernard Cross. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I don't blame you. I was the same last year when I had a few family issues as well as a good friend of mine passing away, so it wasn't easy. And first thing I said to my mum when it was New Year's back in 1st of January, I said thank God for that. The year's over. Stop a train as we're coming into Black Horse Road. Struggling. Stop. Come on. Ooh. Struggling in the rain, slipping and sliding. Andrew, what's on the old agenda for you tomorrow? What's on the agenda for you tomorrow? I think that's what that meant. What Andrew meant. Tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. Yeah, work. Just the usual. Then work and then back in the studio tomorrow night. I haven't been in the studio on a Tuesday for 4 weeks. Preparations are ramping up for the December show. Being a different theatre this time, which is a glimpse into the unknown, so it's going to be interesting. The next stop is Walton. I always hate this name. Walthamstow, Queens Road. Hey Venom, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Commando is good, excellent. I'm glad they've improved things for the Gen 8 consoles. I mean, I don't know much about them, to be honest, because obviously I haven't got my old PlayStation 4 anymore. But I've heard that since TSW5 came out, the console's been having a few teething problems, but that's to be expected. I mean, it's old hardware. Especially when it comes down to, timetables, like, why is this train not in the timetable here, etc. I'm going way too fast, but that's because I'm busy chatting away. Someone's dropped an umbrella, I think, as we were going along the platform, probably shocked that we've missed the station by an absolute country mile. We've even missed the signal there. Oh dear. Well, we stopped. Okay, fair enough. I'll take it. At least an element of the train stopped on the platform. But yeah, like I was saying, I think, I don't know, Gen 8 was struggling from, stability issues with the new routes and so on and so forth. Timetables being slimmed down and people asking what's happening why isn't this train available? Is it because it's glitch or disappeared from the timetable because of memory issues or what have you? So yeah, I'm gonna sound a bit biased here, but I think they should have ditched for Gen 8 consoles. I think for Train Sim World to move forward, like, I don't know, maybe, dare I say it, maybe move on to a new game engine. For Train Sim World, maybe to develop. Maybe it's simulations, it's physics. Maybe the graphics, but I think graphically, I think it's okay. I'm not asking for 8K textures and all that kind of stuff. Even if that was a thing, I wouldn't be able to showcase to you anyway. I don't think YouTube allows you to stream in 8K or even 4K from the PlayStation. But yeah, for me, I think we need to. If Train Sim World is to move forward, I think they need to ditch the Gen 8 consoles, scrap them, send them down the drain, and maybe dump the current game engine we got and start from scratch, start again. Because even though Train Sim World, I think, has got some reasonably good physics and better graphics, obviously, than Train Sim Classic, I personally think that Train Sim Classic, even though it's old now, like a good 10-12 years old, to me it is still to this day a superior simulation experience to me. Like, if you want to experience what it's like to operate a train in real life conditions, then I think Train Sim Classic still is the better simulator, whereas Train Sim World, I don't think, is as much simulation focused as it once was. You might as well call it Train World or something. I mean, you can even tell in like the marketing and the branding, like, ever since Train Sim World thing came out, gone was the almost like serious, like, Train Sim World 2, like, branding, steel logo and grey and, really focused looking. This time, it's become more playful, more colourful, and even the font looks a bit playful, attracting that younger audience of kids, and it seems that that's what, that's the demographic Dovetail is pinning this game on, is those, that kind of age demographic of, maybe, I don't know, 8 to 12-year-olds maybe, or 15-year-olds, I don't know, but it feels like that to me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a big chunk of their sales come from that particular age range, let's say. I wouldn't be at all surprised. I mean, heck, even they're getting Train Sim World involved in Roblox and what else was there? I think it was like something on Facebook's Meta headset thing. Was it VR or something? I don't know. To me, that's a waste of time. They shouldn't be developing those products. They should be focusing on the core game itself. It's got a lot of problems on other routes and so on and so forth. A lot of things need to be improved. To me, Dovetail is just taking their foot off the gas on fixing things and improving things, and instead they're just adding things that not really many people asked for. I mean, I didn't ask for VR on Facebook's Meta VR headset. I don't think a lot of people did. I haven't seen it in the forums if that is to be proven to be the case. And Roblox? I mean, really? Seriously? Roblox? I mean, I know some people take Roblox quite seriously, but I think Roblox is a bit of a child's game, to be honest with you. Maybe that's because I'm getting old, but to me, I haven't. I mean, if you look in forums and so on and so forth, the Train Sim World forum, I don't think I've seen a single person utter, you know, oh, we should have Train Sim World on Roblox. I don't know, man. Help. Maybe I should just dump Train Sim World and just save up for Train Sim Classic. I don't know. Or maybe not even Train Sim Classic, Sim Rail. I don't know. Right, let's go to Wanstead Park. Handle to coast, because the speed limit will be coming down shortly to 40 miles per hour. Commando, just feel bad for everyone to pay for. Yeah. I think it's okay, you know, saying that, you know, you can access Train Sim World 5, you know, the latest updates via free, what is it, game pack or something. The problem is, of course, it only lasts for 30 days. So if anyone's late to the party, then, yeah, you then have to buy it. So it does come with a caveat, that, so, which is a bit of a shame. And if you do want to experience, say, I don't know, I think it's, say you want to experience the new West Coast main line from Just Trains that's coming, I don't know, hopefully before Christmas. I don't know if you have to actually buy one, you know, the standard edition and then have the Just Trains route on top of that, or once you've got the starter pack, then that's it, you're able to pick up any of the new bits of content that is coming along soon-ish. Don't know. I'll have to dive into that. Actually, I'll look at their Q&A notes once the stream is finished. But here we are at Wanstead Park. There we are. That'll do. Banana Craft is off work till Friday. Excellent. Andrew, what's the show? It's just a dance school for the local community, really. It's, you know, mainly for the children, you know. It's happening, what day? The 7th of December, that's when the show will take place. It's just one night, but, you know, it's a nice little show, you know, to give back to the community. So we're just doing it in a different venue this time, so much closer to home than the theatre we performed in the past, which is a fair while away. It's like 20 miles. 20 miles north, yeah, 20 miles north of where I am, so northeast-ish, you know. The next stop is Woodgrange Park. But not Andrew. Sounds good. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's nice, to give something back to the local community. Add on to the fact, the show is much closer to, closer to home. Makes a world of difference, for travelling and rehearsals and all that kind of stuff, Because the theatre we used to perform in had to go under massive renovation, which means we couldn't perform there this time. So we thought, well, let's take a decision. We have to make a decision on an alternative venue. So we thought, why not go to a venue that we haven't performed at for a very, very long time, which I think the changing rooms to the theatre we used to perform in has been converted into a library under the main building. So that could pose a problem, but the stage has had a lot of reinvestment from I don't know if it's a combination of private money or local council, but the stage has been apparently completely rebuilt, and used to be a wooden stage. Now it's just I think it's just flat flooring. I don't know what flooring. It's not made of wood, but maybe concrete. I don't know, but it's not made of wood anymore, so it doesn't have a safety vest attached to it, which is a good thing. Of 100 odd people on the stage, in and out off stage doing dances and so on and so forth, little ones to ones, people older than me, so it's good in that respect. The stage has been upgraded. I don't know about the lighting and backcloth and wings and all that kind of stuff. I've yet to see actually the new stage, be it in person or on the photograph on the phone. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be okay. It'd be weird going back there though. I haven't been to that theatre in a very long time. My God. But it's nice to go back there. The next stop is Barking. Yusha, what game is this? This is Train Sim World. Number 5 to be precise, if you must know. And the route I'm currently on is the London Overground Goblin Line, or Suffragette Line as it's officially called. Bernard Craft loved how theatre shows come together, all the technology, effects and the lighting. Yeah, I used to do, I think back in college, this goes back 10 years ago, God, I'm really starting to show my age. I used to do lighting for college shows and even the local school show when I was in secondary school, and that was a challenge until you get presented with this giant desk of switches and buttons for the lights and music, and you're like, ugh. It's quite complicated, especially when you're in the dark and you got a tiny little lamp shining at the desk, and you're like, whoa. High above at the back of the theatre. Doing quite well time-wise, considering I've been muttering away and not paying attention to speed limits. Not too far from Barking now. Commander, all you do is backport the current version. It's not like they have to develop it separately. I mean, like I said, just if I feel upgrades and improve things a lot. It depends which version you're coming from, I suppose. If it's like from Train Sim World 2 to, well, now, then I agree. I think it's been a significant step forward. Maybe not so much on the graphical side of things, but certainly from usability and menus and just little tweaks here and there that made to different sub menus. I agree, it is a step forward. But if you're going from like even dare I say it, Train Sim World 3 to now, I personally think it's not enough of a step forward. But hey, that's just me being me. I've always got to moan and groan at something. Here we are, barking. Oliver, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Love your videos. Thank you very much. Do you have a favourite train and or route? Oh, that's easy. Route-wise, there's no question. My favourite route is the Northern Transpennine. Even though it's aged quite badly. I still love it very much, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that it gets remastered at some point in the next 12 months. Heck, if they did a thing like if Dovetail did do a similar thing like they've done with Southeastern High Speed or the Long Island Railway, where they've not only upgraded it but extended the route as well, I'd be over the moon with that. Absolutely over the moon. Hopefully, fingers crossed that will happen, even if it doesn't get a route extension like down to Liverpool or wherever. Just to see Northern Transpennine giving a refresh, a remastered update, it would make my day, honestly. If you could throw in a new timetable as well, that'd be even better. Thank you, Dovetail. Should write a letter of my passion for a remastered update for Northern Transpennine and send it to Dovetail. My little Christmas wish list. Oh no, I shouldn't be saying Christmas stuff when it's not even Halloween yet, for crying out loud. I heard on the radio last week, like I was on Radio 2, and I just heard a glimpse of a Christmas song, like an introduction to one of the Christmas songs, and I was like, oh my god, I had to turn it off and put on my own music on my phone. I was like, no, we're not having Christmas music on now, way too early. I personally think Christmas music is acceptable at like maybe the last week in November or something like that, you know what I mean? Or maybe a month before the 25th of December. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think is an acceptable time to have Christmas music on before Christmas? Do you think like November onwards, or end of November? Or maybe not November at all, it has to be bang on December the 1st. I'd love to know what you think about that, that's quite interesting. But my view, I think it's acceptable to have Christmas music, playing out loud on your phones or on the radios or TV or whatever in the last week of November, or maybe a month before the 25th of December. Right, we're on the big incline now, because we're coming up to Barking Riverside, the next and final stop. Binoculars not the same anymore, it's all on the screen now, most of the buttons have been taken away, but almost the lighting effects have been pre-programmed, so we need to make sure it runs okay. Oh right, well, I don't know, I mean, I can assure you the theatres we go to do shows and stuff, they're not as advanced as that, I can assure you, when it comes to lighting and music and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I don't think the theatre would have the investment to make those upgrades, you know, to touch screen and all that kind of stuff. It'd be a good step forward, no doubt, and probably encourage a lot more acts or local music acts to come to the theatres in the area around maybe Berkshire or maybe get some local music talent, not local music, acts from London. Not like West End shows, of course not. It's ridiculous, but you know what I mean, like maybe from universities or stuff like that, to go on the tour and promote their company and what they do, and etc., etc. Small like dance companies and theatre schools. Here we are, Barking Riverside. Oops, gone a little bit too fast there. Ooh, stop. There we go. I think the emergency brakes were applied there. Oh well, never mind. Oh yeah, I can turn the wipers off now. There we go. Here we are, Journey's End, at a soaking Barking Riverside. Let's take undercover here and see the passengers disembark from the train, as well as board next train. There we go, that's the first journey completed. Took me just under 43 minutes, and we stopped at Upper Holloway, Crouch Hill, Haringey, Green Lane, South Tottenham, Black Horse Road, Walthamstow, Queens Road, Leighton Midland Road, Leytonstone High Road, Wanstead Park, Woodgrange Park, Barking, and finally Barking Riverside. Right, and now we're going to hop on the Bakerloo, I think. Now I have a bit of a plan for this one. I'm going to split it into two journeys, so I'll do a service from Elephant and Castle to Queen's Park, and then I'll continue the rest of the journey on the West Coast Main Line from Queen's Park to Howard Willstone, simply because the scenery looks a bit better than the Train Symbol 2 version. But anyway, let's get on the upgraded timetable. It's cool that you can use the West Coast Main Line version of the tube, so you get better lighting and rain textures. Let's pick a morning one, shall we? 9:22, Elephant and Castle to Queen's Park. I think that's fair play. Doesn't matter what the weather's like, we're underground anyway, so let's go. Let's rock and roll. I'll save the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you enjoyed the stream up to this point and you like what you see or hear, then of course feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, let's drive train number 25, or crew running number 25, from Elephant and Castle to Queen's Park. Now I've got to set this thing up. Jesus. It's been a long time since I've done it. I've been on this route for ages. I suppose I say that with every route I stream. Apart from a first look at a new route, of course. Put the saloon lights on. Forward, yes. Let's put on the gauge lights. Destination Queen's Park. There we go. Perfect. Ooh, can you use the... Oh yeah, I thought you could use the free cam for a minute. Here we are, Elephant Castle. We're just waiting for the passengers to board. That is, if there is any. Well, have a look actually. Let's let me just check the Oh, can I open the door? Yeah, I can. Yeah, no one on board. Surprise, surprise. Oh well. Elephant Castle to Queen's Park. Is this the train I'm operating, or is that one the one we're operating? I'm confused. Doesn't say anything, but it says that train's going to Queen's Park as well. Well, that's me, isn't it? Because I've got the red signal. Okay. We'll just wait until we've been given clearance to withdraw from the station. Yusha, this is a random question. Do you think they could do the Elizabeth line afterwards? Maybe, I suppose. I don't know if they'll be able to do all the full line. It is possible they could do it. I suppose they've got the TFL license for it. The complicating thing is that will they be able to portray the section going from Paddington to Reading? Because obviously they've done that, but they don't have the GWR licensing anymore. I presume they could, I suppose, remake that route, but then the caveat to that would be, then you get lots of people, me included, screaming and shouting about, oh, we might as well just rebuild the Great Western Main Line or Express route from scratch and add the Elizabeth line onto that, update it for the modern era. But I reckon Dovetail could do it. Whether they will do the full Elizabeth line, I don't know. But don't be surprised if they announced plans to, make a recreation of the Elizabeth line. Don't be surprised if they won't do the whole route. They'll probably do Paddington to. Where does it terminate? Is it Shenfield? I'm forgetting. I don't know the Elizabeth line very well. Sorry. Anyway, the first station stop is Lambeth North. There's the station. That'll do. That'll do very nicely. Banana Craft, I think November near the end of it is okay. October, September, too early. For Christmas music, yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Too early. I think there's a TV channel in the UK called, was it Christmas 24? Oh my god. You must be mad if you want to watch Christmas films all day, every day, for an entire year. My god. I mean, I like Christmas, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I want to watch Christmas films all the way through the year. No chance. Banana Craft favourite route, and it's not in the game. No. Maybe one day it will. That dream will be fulfilled of having the Elizabeth line in Train Sim World. Maybe not the full version of the Elizabeth line, but heck, I'll take a section of the Elizabeth line any day. Be quite fun. Right, we're just coming into the next station now, which is Waterloo. Banana Craft, Shenfield is east end of the line, yeah. I had a feeling it was. And also, oh, it also ends at Abbey Wood, of course, yeah. God. Forgot. My bad. And Heathrow, yeah, I knew it did services to Heathrow. I think that burst of like white light there as we depart the station, I think that's like the spark effects that were added in Train Sim World 3. It's because this unit has had updated lighting and rain effects. I suppose it's had the added spark effects as well. Not sure. But if it is to be the case, it's a nice touch. The next stop is Embankment. You can just see that flash again. I presume that is the sparking, unless it's a glitch, which is a possibility. Flying into the station. It's a bit strange, like, when you go at like 20, 30 miles per hour on the underground. Whoa, stop. Yeah, it feels like you're going at 3.5 times the speed of sound on this train. And then when you go on another train, obviously it feels really, really slow. Hi Findlay, nice to see you. Welcome. Hope you're well. But I'm looking forward to this Great Western Express remastered, even though, you know, a lot of people, myself included, have called it to be, you know, completely, you know, brought up to date with modern standards. I'm not asking for, you know, new GWR class 800 trains. I'm not asking for that because I know it's impossible. Well, I mean, I suppose Dovetail can bring the unit into life, but obviously they just have to do it without the GWR branding. But I think it would just be really, really cool if they could stick on all the branch lines you've got, like one's going to, you know, branch lines going from what is it, Twyford, Maidenhead. There's a branch line going to Windsor. Obviously, you got the lines going to Heathrow. There's a freight line, I think, that goes to where is it? To go to. I think it goes to like a waste facility or recycling facility in Brentford, and on top of that, you know you could add the branch up to Greenford from West Ealing. There's so many possibilities. I think that could be explored with Great Western Express. I mean, if Dovetail just added all those branch lines, you know, and make the experience so much better. Add on the fact, you know, you could add, you know, class 387s, you know, GWR electrified versions without the GWR branding, just paint it green. Yeah, and maybe have the Heathrow services portrayed in an unbranded kind of way, and then have the Elizabeth line. I think it would just be a really, really cool experience. Because once you have all those kind of trains and services running on the line, and branch lines operational, I think I think you won't need to have an extension from Reading to either Reading Green Park or not Marlow, Jesus, Newbury, because I think you would have had enough trackage to play with if you have all those branch lines and trains and different types of services to operate. But that's just me being me. We're going really slow here, aren't we? As we're coming into Piccadilly Circus. I remember when I got out of Piccadilly Circus on the Bakerloo. Hate station. I don't hate the station, I just don't like it in real life. I think it's too congested. I think a Piccadilly Circus station needs some work done to it, I think. I don't know what, because that's not my job. It's up to TfL to decide how to reduce congestion at Piccadilly Circus. Anyway, the next station stop is Oxford Circus. Every time we go in these tunnels, it's like, you know, going to light speed or something in the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars. No idea why. It's like once you stare at the edges of the tunnel that's being lit up, it just looks like that, doesn't it? You know, you're like, oh, we're going to light speed. I haven't watched Star Wars in ages. Might have to get the old DVDs out and rewatch them. Who needs Disney Plus when you got the old DVDs? I've even got some special editions of Star Wars on DVD. They have the original theatre releases of the first three films from, like, you know, 77, 80, and when was the last? When was Return of the Jedi? Was it 1983, 85, something like that? Yeah, it was in, but yeah, it was in some special editions of the original trilogy, which I got way back in like 2000 and, don't know, what was it, 2006, 7? A long, long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Right, let's go. The next station is Regent's Park. Banana Croft to Bakerloo line, trains have seen better days, yeah, no doubt. I'm surprised they haven't been replaced. I'm really, really quite surprised. I know the Central Line trains have obviously had ridiculous amount of problems, and obviously it's been highlighted in the press and, you know, in recent years. I think it's due to a lack of parts, isn't it? Or something like that. Yeah, the trains keep going wrong, but I don't think they have enough parts to, you know, keep patching them up and sending them back out into service. I don't know what kind of stock they are on the Central Line. The name escapes me, but yeah, I am surprised at the Bakerloo. I mean, credit to these trains, you know, the fact they're still running. You know, ever since their debut on the Underground in '72, they've kept going all these years. What was it 50 odd years, something like that, I think. I don't know if the Bakerloo trains are more reliable than the Central Line trains, but I suppose TfL will keep using them until they till they run them to the ground, I suppose, and then they'll get new tube trains in. There we are. Regent's Park. Banana Cross Star Wars are good movies, even the Lost Xmas Star Wars movie, that was a fun one to watch. I never knew there was an Xmas movie. Was that like special Christmas movie, Star Wars? I can't remember what that was. That must have been in the 80s or something, maybe, or late 70s, early 80s. Unless I'm thinking of a completely different thing. The next stop is the world-famous Baker Street. Central Line trains are 32 years old and 92 stop, yeah. I'm surprised they are more unreliable than the 72 stop. I don't know. Maybe they were made cheaper. I don't know. I don't know. But when the day comes when the Bakerloo line will get new trains, it'll be sad, you know, saying goodbye to these. I've been on these many times. Virtually, as well as real life. We're going way too fast here. Whee. Yeah, it'll be sad once they've gone. You know, bouncing along the rails. They feel cosy as well. Don't know why. Even though they're, you know, way smaller than the modern units you get these days. Banana Croft, yeah, it's late 70s. It's fully updated on YouTube to watch. Oh, really? I never knew that. I never knew it was available to be seen on YouTube. Well, I'll have to watch that. Closer to Christmas, though. Sick and tired of seeing enough Christmas adverts as it is on not just YouTube, but TV and hearing it on radio as well. And don't even get me started about the shops. You go into the shops and there's already Christmas advertising for like Christmas advent calendars, chocolates. Not many adverts for like the main Christmas food, you know, like turkeys and so on and so forth, but definitely for chocolate and, you know, sweets department. Hey, they've gone to town with you know, Cadbury's Christmas chocolates and dairy milk advert calendars and all that stuff. Ooh, break, come on. Ooh. Gee, that was a close one. That was close. What annoys me with the West Coast Main Line is when you do a journey on the Bakerloo, and especially on the upgraded timetable where there's like 4 trains every hour, you know, it feels and is really, really busy. But when you go on the West Coast Main Line and you find out that the Overground and the Bakerloo line timetables have, you know, been, well, I suppose cut in half, really. Whether that's maybe Dovetail couldn't fit the whole timetable on the route, or they didn't want to, you know, due to time constraints. Heck, I don't know what the reason is, but it just feels really annoying, and it really detaches you from the experience. You know, you're on the Bakerloo line route. You're going to Queen's Park. You hear and see lots of trains scuttling backwards and forwards. Really, really busy. And when you go on the West Coast Main Line version of the underground or even the overground, and it's just dead. I mean, nowhere near amount of trains, especially in the rush hour period. I'm sorry. The West Coast Main Line itself, we're close to the edge there, mate. But West Coast Main Line itself, I have no issues regarding, you know, service patterns for certainly the Avanti West Coast trains. I think they've done a good job with that. Maybe the LWR services, maybe that could be boosted a little bit more. Same goes for the southern trains, maybe, but underground and overground on that route, the timetables need serious looking into. I reckon they could fit the whole timetable in. I reckon they could. If they could fit 1,000 odd services on the Brighton Main Line, I'm pretty bloody sure they could do the same for West Coast Main Line. I think so. Maybe not on the old gen consoles. It would be a miracle if that was to be achieved. But certainly on 9th gen and PC, for me, there's no excuse they should have the full timetable, London Underground, Bakerloo line, and the London Overground Line S line fully up and running on that route. No excuses for me. I just hate it when, you know, game companies, you know, rush routes and put them products out at the last minute and then add it in like 1 or 2 or maybe half a year later. Really, really annoys me when they do that. But there you go. That's how games are made. That's how it will continue to be made, unfortunately. There you go. We're just coming up to the next station stop around the corner, which is Paddington. And speak of the devil, there it is. Ooh, that was a bit too close. Jeez. I was looking at the signal in the tunnel and not the signal on the platform. That was close. Very close indeed. Right, let's rock and roll to the next stop, which is Warwick Avenue. Just over half a mile away. Wish there was a way you can make the minimal HUD a bit bigger. It would be nice. I know I've got new glasses, finally. Hooray! I can actually see properly now. It would be nice if you could just make it a little bit bigger, like, you know, getting the mouse and just, you know, use the arrow and click on it and then just drag it down a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. I don't know if there's a way you can make the minimal HUD a bit bigger. But it would be nice if it was just a little bit bigger. I know the normal HUD has options, you know, to make it bigger or smaller, but I don't know about the minimal HUD. I'll have a look into that once the stream's over. Here's the station. I mean, we're nearly 5 minutes late, but that's to be expected. It's if you'd be very, very lucky if you could do a full service on this route, whilst being on time at every single stop. It's impossible. The next station stop is Maida Vale. Keep an eye on the speed. It's got 30 miles per hour coming up. We're not too far, well, I say not too far. Where's Queen's Park? There. That's Queen's Park, right, yes it is. So that's Queen's Park, so we're not too far now from the terminus of this particular service. And then I'll switch up to what's the West Coast Main Line and continue the journey to Harrow and Wealdstone, and then I'll do a journey from London Euston to Watford on the 710. It's interesting to know that out of the blue, Dovetail has announced that there'll be a roadmap tomorrow. Nice to have a bit of clarity. Because I know they pumped out a roadmap in August, but they didn't really go into a lot of detail, you know, of what is to come. You know, once TSW5 is up and running. So nice to have a bit of clarity as to, you know, when the next roadmap is happening, and because then that will be able to dive into certainly more detail regarding the new bits and pieces that will be coming to Train Sim World in the next calendar year before TSW6, and you know, and the merry-go-round just keeps going round and round and round. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I should just like not get Train Sim World 6, wait for like 10 years and then upgrade to TSW 16 or something. That will be a big step forward. That is if in 10 years time it will support my PS5. Maybe the PlayStation 6 or 7 will be out there then, who knows. The next station stop is Kilburn Park. There it is. That's a very steep entrance to the platform. Very steep. You could visibly see it as well. There we go. Not too far now. Let's lock the doors. Banana Crafter got turkeys for sale in the local Tesco's already. Oh, really? Already? Wow. You're well prepared. I don't think we have. Well, no, of course we're not. We're not hosting Christmas this year. We're travelling away for Christmas, so yeah, we don't need to bring a turkey with us. That is being prepared for. The next and final stop will be Queen's Park, and then we will continue the service on the West Coast Main Line. I could do that route hopping thing, but there's no guarantee there'll be a train there, so I'll just do it from the menu. It's much quicker. Into the daylight. Come on, train. That's a bit better. There we go. Well, apparently we've got to go into the sidings, but I'm not going to do that. Right, that's Journey's End for that one. We will continue on the West Coast Main Line for the duration of this stream. Banana Craft, I'm pretty good at being on time. Learn to start closing the doors when it's just about to stay closed, and when you can be on time, pretty much. Fair enough. There will be a train there. Oh, I don't know. Couldn't take the risk, I'm afraid. So, where's it gone? That one there. That one there. What was it at? 9:27. I don't know. Obviously, that service was meant to end at Queen's Park, so like 10 o'clock maybe. Queen's Park to Stonebridge Park. That's no good. We need. Elephant and Castle and Millstone. That one there, that'll do. I don't know. Set a bit of cloud or something, that'll do. Not bothered with the weather today. That's a nice picture of that signal box. Whoever did that. Top marks for that screenshot. Ta-da! And just like that, we're back at Queen's Park. The overground's turned up as well for good measure. There it goes, you could just see the train there. Right, we just have to wait nearly a whole minute, in fact. Any passengers on board this time? Yep. Fully loaded this time. Oh, did I turn it on? Is it actually on or not? Yeah, if those lights are on, is that actually on? I can't tell. No, it's not that one, is it? I can't tell if it's on or not. I don't think it's on. Oh, I swear it worked before. Maybe I should put the direction switch into the forward position and then put the brakes on. Maybe do it then. I don't think it works. No? Am I just being a complete idiot and pressing the wrong buttons? Apparently the cab light's on. I can't tell if it's on or not, to be honest. Well, that's bizarre. Oh, I swear those lights worked before, he says. The control key is in. Maybe it's if I'm sat in the chair, maybe? No? That one. And again. One more time just to be certain. I'm looking at that top bar there. That handle. Yes, so the light does come on, but you can barely tell if it's on or not. It's so bloody dark. I mean, I didn't even know the cab light was on. Didn't make much difference if it was on. It's not very much a light, is it? That's the problem with his new lighting. I mean, heck, I don't even know. I think the gauge lights are on. But they don't look like they're on. At least the destination display is on. The light, that is. Right, let's go. Oh no. Now what have I done? Oh, I've done something. Now I broke it. I've done something wrong. Messing around with the lights too much. I might have to restart. Too busy faffing around with lights. Dovetail, improve the lights. They don't look bright enough for lights. Right, let's try again. Take 2. Control key is in. The control switch is on. Right. Is the lights on this time? Yes, it kind of is. It'll do for me. Gauge lights. Cab light. Roadstone, there we go. Right, hopefully we'll be able to move this time. Ah, lovely. Right. So that's Queen's Park, this time on the West Coast Main Line. And we're going up to Harrow and Wealdstone. About to get too far ahead of myself. Where is Harrow and Wealdstone on this map? That's Stonebridge Park. Is that it there? No, it's North Wembley. It's got to be... That's not it, that's too far. There? There it is. There's Harrow and Wealdstone. You can't tell where Harrow and Wealdstone is when you're like this point out on the map, like this far out. Because that's definitely Watford, because obviously that's Watford High Street. So it's quite noticeable from this distance because of the big curve off the main line. The first stop is Kensal Green. Right, slow and steady through the shed. Oh, now we're going too fast. Shut that display here. Contact and signal. Oh, there's a button there, I think you could mess with. Something highlighted there. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. We are approaching the first station stop. Right in front of us. Well, maybe not right in front of us, round a slight curve. There's some people with some backpacks. Dovetail branded backpacks. There we go. One thing I do like about the West Coast Main Line is the atmosphere. Love the sound of the birds. It's 350 going to Euston. Right, let's go. Can even hear the bird noises in the cab. The next stop is Wilston Junction. This lighting and the tunnels really annoy me on this route. I think there's probably 2 tunnels on this route that doesn't have this problem. I hope Dovetail fix it. Because it ruins the immersion. Unfortunately. I'm laughing because it shouldn't be in the game from day one, you know, but there you go. I haven't got a cup of tea with me tonight, it's just a bottle of water. Had enough tea today, I think. Maybe might have one more before I go to bed. Not too sure. There's a class 710 and the siding's there on the left hand side. Nice touch. think there's another overground line that, or underground, not underground, overground line that goes over Kensal Green, not Kensal Green, Wilston Junction. Sorry. I think the station's actually been modelled. The platforms, I mean. Apologies. That'll do. Where is it? It's up here, isn't it? Yeah, the station has been modelled. The platforms. Apologies again. Yeah, they've modelled it. Yeah, they've done it. Yeah, they did it. I think it's National Rail. I think. What does that say? A light for. Harton Down Town Centre, maybe. I can't read that. Text is too small, but yeah, they've done the other platform as well. Fair play. Hasn't got all the signage and stuff, but heck, they've even done the overhead lines and even made the signals up here. Fair play. GG Dovetail. Very good. They could have just left that blank, but they chose to do that. Fair play to them. We'll probably see that route next. Next year. Hey, Mark Pierce. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Alright, Banana Crafter, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. There we go. Lock the doors. The next stop is Holston. Speed limit has increased to 45 miles per hour. Here's the next station. There we go. Just wait just over a minute. Timetable on this route is much more friendlier to you. Much more friendly. There's a bit of track goes underneath. No, sorry, over, I mean. There's no bit of track up here, I think. No, that's got to be the road, right? That's the road, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, there's a bit of track over here. Oh, right, my mistake. Yeah. Well, at least it's there, I suppose. There's Wembley. You could just see it in the distance over there. Another train comes in. Right, let's lock the doors. And proceed to the next station stop, which is Stonebridge Park. Let's go, 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 go. You can just see Wembley in the middle window there of the cab door on the right hand side. I think Dovetail put a patch out for this route quite recently. Ooh, we're going way too fast here. There we go. So this is Stonebridge Park. And there's the depot just to the right here. Even got a train wash. I swear that wasn't there before. Does work. Fair enough. There's the rest. That's not the depot. My mistake. Just round the corner here. And there it is. Got 4 trains there, awaiting their afternoon duties. The next station stop is Wembley Central. Speed limit will be coming down to 40 miles per hour, albeit for a brief period of time. Here is Wembley Central straight ahead. There we go, right on the marks. Haven't seen any Pendolinos around. Normally see them quite a bit. Transport Legend, hey, how are you? Nice to see you, hope you're well. Off to Glasgow to get. Oh, he's in Glasgow. Sorry, to go coach trip to Manchester tomorrow for a flight to Lisbon. Oh, fair enough. Hope you have a good time. Hopefully the weather isn't too bad for you. Right, let's go. The next stop is North Wembley. I think for the next journey I'll start at Watford Junction and then come back into London that way. If I'm already going in a northerly direction, I might as well, come back south, come back into town that way. Town? What am I on about? The city. Jeez. You can tell my brain's slowly switching off. There's North Wembley. Doing a reasonably good job today, stopping on the marks at most of the stations. Better than I expected. Just wait until 10:47. Freight train there. Nice to see that. Right, let's lock the doors. Left. See if we can catch up that intermodal train that just went by. The next stop is South Kenton. Just noticed there was stop markers there for a 7-coach train, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 7-car train. Wow. Maybe the overground, sorry, maybe it does do 7-car trains, unless it's mainline trains those markers are intended for, or meant for. Oh, brake. A little bit further that one. Oop. And there we go, that's better. Would be nice if the 72 stock was a bit battered and bruised a bit more. You know, a lot of some train sets have quite a bit of graffiti and, you know, just a lot of dirt and grime on it. Would be nice if it was a bit more weathered. The next stop is Kenton, just under a mile away. There's the Pendolino finally making an appearance. Alright, here's South Kenton. Ooh, we're gonna miss a station here. Oh dear. Whoopsie daisy. Oh dear. Oh god. Whoopsie. Never mind. Andrew, what's your favourite route for steam trains? Excuse me. Don't know really. I don't really have a favourite. I suppose I quite like the North York Moors Railways. That's quite a nice one. I like the topography of the landscape there. I think is it? I'm thinking of the right one. It's the North York Moors Railways, isn't it? I don't know. If not, then I like West Somerset as well. It's quite nice. And that's not just because it's in the game. Nope, controllers decided to fall off. Oopsie daisy. There we go. Fell off my knee. Just trying to move my cushion. It's getting a bit uncomfortable in the chair. Just trying to adjust the cushion. Because my back's getting a bit uncomfortable. Oh, it's a bit better. There. Get rid of it. Oh, no wonder it was uncomfortable. There was a jumper there. Ooh. Get rid of that. That's better. Now I'm comfortable. I haven't missed the station, have I? Oh no. It's all good. No need to panic. Ah, it's better. Much more comfortable. There's another tube train. Oh, and here we are, of course. Harrow and Wheelstone. Blimey, that flew by. No idea why. Just felt like it. Time flew. Where are you going, sir? Whoa, jeez, mate. God. He had his headphones in, that's why. He was in the groove too much. Jeez. Blimey. He was keen to get close to the signal. But here we are at Harrow and Wheelstone. Another train departs for London. Yeah, so that's journey's end for the Bakerloo. The overground we will continue. I don't know whether shall I continue the journey from Harrow and Wheelstone on the overground, or shall I just start from Watford? I think I'll start at Watford. Andrew like both home routes, so fair enough. There was a railway in... Where was it? What was that little railway I liked? Where was it? Was it Wales? I can't remember. The little small railway. What's it called? It'll come to my mind in a second. The Romley, Hyde and Dymchurch Railway. That's it. Finally came to my mind. I like that little railway. It's cute. Anyway, for this journey we stopped at Kensal Green, Wilston Junction, Harlesden, Stonebridge Park, Wembley Central, North Wembley, South Kenton, and finally Harrow and Wheelstone. We will return to the main menu and we will start the final journey on the London Overground. This time the Watford DC line. Choose a route. West Coast, main line, TfL. We'll go for an afternoon one, I think, to end the day. 51 minutes. What's the time? Be pushing it a bit, but yeah, let's do it. Screw it. Let's go for it. And a bit of cloud again. Do that from there. Happy days. Let's go. Okay, here we are at Watford Junction. Let's get the train set up ready for departure. Make sure the radio is all tickety-boo. There we go, right. Safety systems.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Excellent, there we go. Oh, did I unlock the wrong doors? I did. Sugar. Whoops. That's me fired on the spot. There we go. The right doors. Okay, welcome to Watford Junction. Now the passengers can disembark. Hopefully none fell onto the tracks, but it is a possibility. It's the NPCs we're talking about after all. Next stop Euston. That is incorrect. It is broken. This train is going to Euston, but we're not. The next stop is not Euston. I can assure you. There's no PIS displays at Watford Junction for the overground. I'm really quite surprised that Dovetail haven't added that. Maybe it's because they haven't added a full timetable. That's probably why. So they just rushed half the services onto the timetable for the route's release, probably. He's taking a picture of something. There's no trains there. Oh, there's a train coming. Fair play. Let's get back in the cab. There we go. Right, let's go. The first station stop is Watford High Street. Andrew, on your next stream, will you do a Steam route, please? It won't be the next stream. I've already got plans for the next stream. That will be taking a first look at the San Bernardino line, because I promised I'd take a look at that in more detail. Maybe after that stream I might do a Steam route. I'm not really sure. I did do a Steam route quite recently. Has to be said. I did Spirit of Steam. Well, I say recently. It was nearly 3 weeks ago. Realised what mode are we in? Are we in the right mode? Crikey, of course. We don't need the pantographs up, do we? I imagine it's already set up to run on DC mode instead of AC. I'll just double check just to make sure. Yeah, pantograph is down, so that's fine. Forgot to check that. I am pleased Dovetail have added the Watford DC line. They could have easily not put it in. Easily. But fair play to them. They put it in. Now they just got to get the rest of the timetable in. Here is Watford High Street. Go. Don't know why the train has to stop so far down the platform. I mean, you could easily go a bit further back, like stop here or something where this sign is. Off we go, rock and roll. The next station is Bushy. Just over 900 yards away. I'll save YouTube shenanigans again. If you'd enjoyed the stream, this rather unusual stream, now feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be on the San Bernardino line. I promise you this time it will be the next stream, I can assure you. Because obviously last time I said this stream would be the San Bernardino line, but it's not. I just decided to do something a bit different at the last minute. Just see a freight train in the distance there. Here we are. I think those two trains are having a race there. Have a sip of water, I think. Right, let's lock the doors. Rock and roll. There's the Pendolino again. Some speed. The next station stop is a Carpenter's Park, just over a mile away. Right, we are approaching Carpenter's Park. This is the only station served by the overground. Welcome to Carpenter's Park. Got some people coming on as well as getting off. That's good to see. Damn, that light looks good. Don't know why, it just does. Right, let's go. Another train coming in. Good timing. Very good timing. The next station stop is Hatch End. It's just under 1.5 miles away. Trundling towards Hatch End. I mean, 45 miles per hour is still pretty quick for an overground service, but you know, when you're alongside the West Coast Main Line, you feel like you just really want to go faster. But we are approaching the next station, which is Hatch End. We're just about on time too. And that's a first. Oh, we're coming in a bit quick here. Oopsie daisy. Go on, train, stop for me. There we go. Nice. Charming little station, I must say. It's just really annoying that... Ooh, can I? Yes, I can. Oh, what a shame. They didn't include the... they haven't modelled the exterior of the station. Oh, what a shame. That would be such a lovely looking station if it was modelled properly. I mean, the car park looks good, but... oh, what a shame. I couldn't access it last time. The camera kept playing up. I managed to sneak my way through that time. Alright, rock and roll. Let's go to the next station stop, which is Headstone Lane. Go, 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 go. Here is Headstone Lane. There we go. The next station stop is Harrow and Wealdstone. And we'll be back on familiar territory then. Yeah, just over a mile away. So we should be okay. Oh, going way too fast. Oopsie daisy. We've got 30 mph speed limit. I'm coming up roughly now. Here we are at Harrow and Wealdstone. There we go. There was another train over there, where it was, for a brief period. Right, let's go. Right, the next station is Kenton. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Stop right on the marks there. That was very, very good. Another Pendolino. So yeah, we've got that's annoying. keep moving the cursor every time, just to okay. Right, let's go. The next stop is South Kenton. Let's go. These overground trains accelerate a lot quicker than the Bakerloo line stock, especially at higher speeds. There's no doubt. Maybe from a standstill to like 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. The Bakerloo stock is a little bit quicker off the marks, but once you get into the territory of like 30, 40 miles per hour, then these 710s are. They feel a bit quicker in acceleration than the 72 tube stock. Here we are, here's South Kenton. They're going way too fast here. Oopsie daisy. Emergency brake. Ah. There we go. Passengers won't like that. So that's me fired on the spot. It is a good looking unit, I think graphically, I mean you probably can't tell on the stream, but I think it's one of the best models that Dovetail have made in quite some time actually. I think it's better looking than the 350s. I know. Shock horror. I've said something bad. But I really like the 710 in the overground livery. I know I've seen on the Train Sim community website as well as the Creators Club that some peeps have gone to town of putting of dressing the 710 in a Elizabeth line livery. Even though it's a different type of unit, it's a 345. It's part of the similar family, I think, of Aventra trains. If I'm not mistaken. Here we are at North Wembley. I'm starting to wonder if London Overground actually run 7 or 8 coach 710s, 8 car 710s on this route. Just thinking if they could do that, I don't know. Maybe some platforms you could squeeze an 8 car train, overground train on. I'm just thinking because majority of the stops are like at the far end of the platform, and there's a bit of a gap at the end, so. The next station stop is Wembley Central. There's the station. Ooh, a little bit far. Just noticed on the screen it tells you how long you've stopped for. Oh. It's quite cool. Never noticed that. Have a look at that screen. Can I not? Is there no other camera for it? No, there isn't. Oh, I suppose you have to just zoom in with the other type of camera. I forgot what it's called now. Immersion camera, that's it. There's me being an idiot and speeding. The next station stop is Stonebridge Park. The underground. Look how small it looks compared to 710. That's a good shot, isn't it? Look how small it looks though. No, looks quite cute. Don't know why. It's just a train at the end of the day, isn't it? Huh. I quite like that. How do you do that thing? There you go. Might take a picture of that. Right, oh god, how do you do this? Manual focus. There we go. Does this actually work this time? Depth of field, ooh. Autofocus. Oh, okay, maybe not. How do you do it? God. Manual focus. Focal point. Oh, wait. I'm getting there. Hang on. Field of view. Okay, that's field of view. Let's have it from right there. That'll do. Motion blur. Obviously, I could have that, couldn't I? Pretend the train's moving about. Focal point. Not too much. Depth of field. Ooh, not too much. Say 50-odd%. Oh, then the poor Bakerloo train. No, you could get a glimpse of it, can't you? Exposure, saturation, brightness, grain effect. Yep. That seems all good to me. Let's take a screen. Oh no, we can just hide the overlay, can't we? Do it that way. There we go, took a photo. There we go, that'll do. How did that look? Let me check actually. This stream's been going for 2 hours and 32 minutes. Good grief, where's the time gone? Just have a look at that screenshot. Hey, that doesn't look too bad. Quite pleased with that. I haven't taken many photos on Train Sim World using that camera system, but it is quite good. Way better than in the old days. That I will give Dovetail credit for. Both trains leaving at exactly the same time. Couldn't have timed that any better if I tried. The next stop is Halston. Andrew, what have you put? I think I've asked you this before, I'm not sure. This game you are playing, has it got any northeast of England train stations, for example, Durham? Northeast. Well, and it's got the Tees Valley line, albeit it's set in 1989. You've got stations like Darlington, Middlesbrough. God, I'm trying to think of the other stations in the area. Redcar, British Steel, Teesside Airport, Saltburn. They're the only stations that are really in the northeast, to be honest with you. We haven't got many routes in the northeast, I think we need a few more. Sounds like really proper up north, really, when you think about it. Oopsie daisy, I'm going to be speeding here. Let's put the emergency brakes on again. Ooh, stop, 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 stop. I've been fired, goodness me knows how many times from today's stream. If I was a real driver, my goodness me. The manager will be shaking his head in disgust. It'll be like breathing with a sigh of relief, like thank God this guy ain't one of our drivers. Good grief. The next station is Wilston Junction. Going under the West Coast Main Line, or a tiny little section of it. And here we are at Wilston Junction. Ooh, don't know what the train did there. think a tube train just came into the platform. Platform 3. Never seen platform 2 used. I wonder what kind of train stops at platform 2. It's probably a train. Probably coming from the North London line, if anything. I'm not sure. Maybe. Not really sure. Be interesting. I'll have to look that up on the internet later on. Do any trains stop at platform 2 at Wilston Junction? Or what type of trains stop at that platform? The next station stop is Kensal Green. Off we go. Could do an empty stop move once the service is finished, I'm not sure. No, I think I'll be okay. Speed will increase shortly to 45 miles per hour. Oops, getting a bit ahead of myself there, apologies. Time to use those emergency brakes again. There we go. Thank God this train has got good emergency brakes. They're quite easy to reset as well. Andrew True, Newcastle Central Station, that's another North East station. Oh yeah, it'd be lovely to see Newcastle in Train Sim World. Well, the station that is. Maybe not the city, but yeah, maybe do another section on the East Coast Main Line from Newcastle down to I don't know, York, Leeds, maybe. I don't know. Need a better section of the East Coast Main Line, that's for sure. Or maybe do it from Newcastle to Doncaster. Off we go. The next station stop is Queen's Park. And after Queen's Park, we'll be saying goodbye to the Bakerloo, as we will continue to London Euston. There's the sheds of Queen's Park. There we are. Arrival at Queen's Park for the, well, second time today. I was going to say third time, but we started another service from Queen's Park. So it's the third time I've been at Queen's Park. Now that little icon there, I think that's the route hopping icon. Is it actually displayed on the legend chart? Why it's called? Why is it called a legend chart? May I ask? I don't know. But yeah, that icon there indicates that if you go to that icon on foot, you can then do the route hopping thing, and then that there is the fast travel, where you can fast travel to any station on the route in the current weather conditions. Ooh, sugar. Locked doors. There we go. Now I can go. The next stop is Kilburn High Road, just over half a mile away. Goodbye to the Bakerloo. Thank you for today. You did a decent job. Well, I did. Because I was operating the bloody thing. Here's Kilburn High Road. Again, it's something I quite like about the overground route, is that it brings quite a bit of TFL branding, like, you know, TFL night services. I like the night services. Come on, peeps, I want to look at the signs. So you've got cycles, and obviously 2 signs in a row saying no e-cycles or e-unicycles. They clearly don't like them at this station very much. So much so, they've put 2 signs next to each other. There's a defibrillator there, it's one of the collectibles. And what's nice is that you can go, if the camera would let me, please, can I? I just want to go above ground for a second. Oh, never mind. Come on, let me do it. You did it last time. Oh, never mind. Yeah, but you'll be able to see the station entrance, basically. I swear it could show me last time. Maybe if I go on foot-ish, pretend to go on foot. Yeah. Yeah, because look, you can... oh, maybe not. They didn't model it. Oh, right. My mistake. I apologise. Well, that's not very good. But yeah, you've got the signs here as well. So that's quite a nice touch. Let's go to the next station, which is South Hempstead. The second to last stop on this stream. after this one will be one more. Pendolino there, coming out of the tunnel. Here we are, pulling up to the stopping point at South Hampstead. Whoop, stop, we'll put the emergency brakes on again. Ooh, it's going to be close. There we go. That was a close one. Right on the limit that was. Right, let's see if this station, I think this station should have the exterior modelled out this time. Pretty sure it is, yeah it is. So you've got the ticket person, busy looking at a phone. I think that's local paper, I think. Ah, here's the station entrance to South Hampstead. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Got the overground sign there. That's good, you know. Oyster validators, ticket machines, help point. I approve. It's just a shame you couldn't do it in the other station before. The next and the final stop is London Euston. Hooray! We've made it. Nearly made it to the end. My legs are getting stiff, so I can do standing up. Slowly going through this tunnel. It's probably the longest tunnel on this route, actually. Well, at this speed it feels like the longest tunnel. Maybe at 40, 50 miles per hour in the Pendolino. Feel like nothing. Short and sweet. Into daylight. Speed limit is increased to 40. It will be soon 50 miles per hour. We just went past Camden carriage sidings. Where's the intercity depot around here? I think it's further back, isn't it? Way back. I think it's like over there somewhere near Wembley, maybe. We've got a speed limit of 25 miles per hour. Coming up very weirdly, it says in under a mile's time there's a speed limit of 125 beyond London Euston. Don't think that's quite the case. Somehow. Apparently there is another patch coming along that will fix... no, I think it's actually come. I think it's arrived actually. Now, apparently fixes the lighting in London Euston. This will be interesting. I think it came out, was it last week or something? Not entirely sure. Might be wrong, I'm sure. I swear there was a patch that came out fairly recently that addressed a few issues on the West Coast Main Line. I swear it did. But here we are pulling into London Euston for the first and final time. No, I hate it when it does that. Silly thing with the brakes. Can I accelerate, please? Please? No? Okay, fair enough. No, don't want to accelerate.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Blinded the passengers at the same time. Come on, I want to move forward, please. Right, take it slow and steady. That'll do. There we go, now we can unlock the doors, and here we are at London Euston. Mind the gap. Journey's end. I enjoyed that. Well, there we are. That concludes it. Just under 54 minutes. We did a full run of the Watford DC line from Watford High Street to London Euston, stopping at Bushey, Carpenter's Park, Hatch End, Headstone Lane, Harrow and Wealdstone, Kenton, South Kenton, North Wembley, Wembley Central, Stonebridge Park, Harleston, Wilston Junction, Kensal Green, Queen's Park, Kilburn High Road, South and South Hampstead. And that will be that. Oh, dearie me. Oh. Well, there we are. That concludes this unique stream. London Calling, looking at doing the TFL services in Train Sim World. The London Overground Goblin line, or the Suffragette line, the London Underground Bakerloo line, and finally the Watford DC line, or the Lioness line, as it's otherwise known as. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. I actually really enjoyed it. Quite fun. Might do more of those type of streams. But if you enjoyed it, then feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. For next stream, I don't know when it will be, to be honest with you. I've got family coming down in the next, either this week or next week. But the next stream will be focusing on the San Bernardino line. I'll be doing a full first look with that one. So I look forward to doing that one. Should be pretty good. But yeah, I just want to say for the final time, thank you very much for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next time.